Get over here!
All right, so in front of me are two gaming laptops that I think are going to be very popular in 2020. These are the Zephyrus G14 from Asus. 14 standing for 14 inches. And the reason why I think they're going to be super popular is because they did so much right on these devices. So these are both the same laptops, gaming laptops, except they just come in two color variants. There's like a space gray-ish looking thing, and there's a white looking one, like white and silver. Now, if you look at the top panel, I'm not sure if the overhead camera is picking it up, but there are these black dots that you can see that cover half of this device, and these are little tiny micro LEDs that light up, and you can control them in software to display a picture or an animated GIF. We'll get into in a little bit, but it's one of the more interesting design elements to this device. But on the inside, it is running AMD's new Ryzen 4000 Renoir APUs. These are very anticipated chips that provide a lot of power efficiency and just good performance into these laptops. And I haven't been able to benchmark them. These are engineering samples. I was told specifically not even to connect them to the internet, but looking at what AMD's Renoir has to offer, I'm very hopeful. And it's also running NVIDIA GPUs. So the base model has a GTX 1060 Ti, I believe, and you can upgrade it up to an RTX 2060 Max-Q. So very powerful and capable gaming components in an extremely lightweight, portable gaming device. This is magnesium alloy chassis. It's only 1.6 kilograms, but even this engineering sample feels incredibly well built for a device that is this light. Now, when you open it, the hinge does this, we've seen it in other laptops before where it lifts the bottom of the device a little bit to get some improved airflow. And I've been told that there's two fans in the 14-inch device that are the same size and same kind of thermal configuration as the bigger 15-inch device. So I feel reasonably confident that this device will have at least acceptable thermals considering how small this package is. The keyboard has a very user-friendly layout. I feel like most people can just pick up this keyboard and get used to it. It actually feels very similar to a lot of the other Asus devices. If you've never used an Asus, at least a modern Asus laptop keyboard, they often feel like the chiclet style keyboards from like the older Mac Pros. It's a very enjoyable keyboard to use. Trackpad's a little small, but I think this device is, it's all about this compact, portable gaming device. Like, they nailed the inputs, in my opinion, for something this small. Now, if you look up at the top of the screen, there is no webcam. I know that some people like that for privacy concerns, but it is just a sacrifice they had to make this all fit. I do think that they include an external webcam in the retail package when you purchase this device. I know that some other Asus laptops have done that, like they don't include a webcam on the laptop and they give you this external unit, but my kind of engineering sample did not come with them. But the screen, here's another really cool thing. Most 14-inch or 13-inch gaming laptops don't have high refresh screens. They're usually stuck at 60 hertz. This has a 120 hertz 1080p option and a 60 hertz 1440p option. That's exactly what so many people are looking for. Obviously, this isn't finalized hardware on this unit, but I do think that screen is something a lot of people will be interested in. So other things I noticed, it has a USB-C port and it does support charging through that USB-C port. I plugged up a MacBook Pro charger to this and I was able to fill it up. So for people that are traveling and they just want to bring one charger for their phone and their tablet and their laptop, it's just one charger, which is sick. Again, I can't get inside here, or I could, but they told me not to. I want to see the insides, I want to see how they've done the thermal layout, but we'll have to wait until the actual reviewing it for a proper look at that. Other things I noticed, the design is so nice. It's such a simple and kind of understated laptop. It doesn't scream gamer, but it's got some kick to it. So I'm really drawn to this personally, and I could actually see myself switching over to this as my regular laptop just because of how it looks. I actually like the look of this more than the Razer Blade. Now, let's get back to this matrix of dots that you have on the top panel. You can customize this to your heart's content. It's only white LEDs. I don't believe there's an RGB option, but it just looks so cool and it's fun to play around with. And I don't feel like this is super gimmicky. You know how on some gaming laptops that have all the crazy lights and stuff, you can play around with them and they give a particular design aesthetic, but it's not personal. You know what I mean? You can have a favorite color, but it's just color. Here you can actually put a logo, a name, a brand, whatever you want onto the laptop, and it just has this pop to it that is so unique to this device. Now, I do have like a mild concern with these dots. It's that if you work or use your laptop in a kind of dirtier environment, I feel like dust and dirt and just grime can get into these holes, and I have no idea how easy it would be to remove it. Now, it could just be like the engineering sample I have doesn't have anything covering these holes. Like maybe the retail units will have some kind of plastic over each dot, but that is a concern. Like if I took mud and just smeared it on this thing, I don't think I'm getting that mud out of those holes. But seriously, such a cool looking device, such a good package of overall components, and there's also a 90 watt-hour battery in a 1.6 kilogram device. Like that's the icing on the cake. It's rare to see small devices like this with a big battery. Like I feel like as long as that AMD APU performs well and is as energy efficient as they claim, I think this could be easily like a 7-8 hour battery life of like real world use. I think they claim 10, but real world like proper usage, I could see this thing hitting 7 or 8 hours. So like, come on. How cool is that? Now, I believe these start at $1,300 or $1,400, so not super cheap, but certainly not crazy expensive. And I think for what you're getting and how unique this device is, I think that's a very fair price, and that's why I think it's gonna be super popular. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thumbs if you liked it, subs if you loved it. See you guys next time.